Welcome back to the Masters of Arabia tournament. We have MeNoEnglish playing in blue in the left side, and towards the middle probably is the best way to say it, left middle side. And we have SS Bruno, his opponent, playing in the top middle, I guess you could say, top, I don't know, quarter, probably be the best way to say it. And we have Bruno playing in red and MeNoEnglish playing in blue. It is the first game of the series, so for those interested and haven't been watching it so far, we have the Hun War. Second game is always the Aztec War, and the third game, which we've only seen one of so far, is the Mayan War. So, for those interested, I've actually made it to round 2 in the tournament, so I mainly just entered to give me motivation to practice and make me practice, and that didn't really happen. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens in round 2 and see if I actually get time to practice for it, especially considering I'm casting so many games at the moment. I know you'd be thinking I'd be great at the game by now, but I think I cast way too much and play way too little. So, be interesting to see how round 2 plays out for me. So, what are we going to see? We have Huns. Could lose his scout here, potentially. Lots of arrows hit them there. However, running off around here quite would. I actually want to check the scouting, see if they know where each other is yet. They don't, and SS Bruno should know, actually. His scout just ran past. So he knows just how close they are and how small the rush distance is, I should say. It's actually quite small, and honestly, the militia are going to be there pretty quickly if either play ops to go for militia. If not, we don't really need a forward base either, because forward base, you could pretty much just, if I was MeNoEnglish, I'd just build my buildings over here as part of a wall off, and I guess any other base you could really call that a forward, considering you're only that far away from his main gold pile. So, SS Bruno doesn't have a nice gold spot. We notice that straight away. It's towards the front of his base, directly in front of his enemy. So if MeNoEnglish comes through, he's going to be on this gold mine pretty quickly. And as we can see from this piece of gold here, MeNoEnglish not in quite a bad position, actually. Going to be able to wall this section off quite easily. If he whacks his archer ranges down there and uses that part of his wall off, he could be set and puts a bit of wall there. It'll force his opponent to walk all the way around and come through here. And then naturally could just put a piece of wall there and a piece of wall there and he's done. But wall off, are we going to see one? I don't think we will. And nearly losing his scout there. If that town center was probably full, he probably could have got it killed off. And we see now that we've got SS Bruno coming back in, trying to figure out what his opponent's doing. At around 6 minutes 30, there's not really a lot you can do. You can tell he's got 4 lumberjacks there, so that doesn't really tell you anything. Only 3 for Bruno. So I don't think he is going to be going for the early barracks. Going for 4 though, so he could bring it up. You usually see 5 for the early barracks. As well, like usually see, I think it's something like 5 or 6 villages go immediately to, it's definitely 6. You see 6 villages go to food first, and then you see the 7th one generally build the lumber camp. However, if you're, I think it's Britons, yes, because they get the 25% bonus on sheep, generally people go for 5 villages on them, as it is faster, and essentially it's having extra villages there. We see the extra lumber camp coming up for Bruno though, so it looks like we are definitely going to see a barracks right now, actually. I would be concerned if he didn't and he had this amount of players on wood. Nope, going up for feudal. So he is deciding to go for that, which means we should see heavy archery units, or definitely, I would say heavy archery units, just because of the fact he's got so many on wood. But then again, he could be going for a double stable. He does have quite a few on food, just thinking about that, and he's got no one on gold yet. So we could actually see him go that, but we could see him go skirmish away as well. So it's going to come down to what he actually decides to do, rather than what I can predict he does at this point. Because at this point, there's too many prediction options. We do see, though, MeNoEnglish is going for the deer. He could actually be in trouble here. And let's see what he's got. And it looks like he's going forward. He's got the barracks up. He's got the villagers sitting here. Could wall this gold mine in fairly easy. We see the wall off coming for SS Bruno right now. And what are these villagers going to do? We have forward archery range. He decides this is not forward enough for him. He wants to close the distance right up. We do see a stable going down for Bruno though, hence the reason there was so many people on food, and he got those farms up nice and quick. And so we're going to see that, and that should be able to counter the archers to a point, of course. We have a watchtower going up here, going to be able to do a fair bit of damage, because it's going to cover these forage bushes here, as well as this gold mine here. We see skirmishes coming out, so we can see that Bruno is going the right way. Skirmishes, of course, take lots of damage from cavalry just because of the fact that they can't attack them back, because they close the gap way too quickly and they just end up running away like that until a spearman comes in and interjects. Because like I've always said, we know that scout cavalry are allergic to noodles. And some people who haven't watched any of my previous videos are just going to be like, what the hell is this guy talking about? Skirmishes, spearmen don't, what's spearman noodles? Yeah, so go back and watch my videos. I'm not even going to tell you which one it's in. Or somebody could be nice in the comments and explain it to the person who doesn't get it. But, you know, it's up to you. If you want to make him suffer, make him suffer. We do see, though, MeNoEnglish is getting pushed back very slowly. We can see that this watchtower is going down. So the archery range coming up for Bruno now. We do have this stable up. But this has really hurt Bruno's score, honestly. Even though MeNoEnglish has taken 3 villages forward, maybe even 4, the one that died, I think it was 3. Even though he's taken this amount of units forward, he has managed, sorry I just bumped the mic there, he has actually managed to keep up on his economy, so he's doing quite a good job, and he's just getting the harassment he needs for it to count. Going for the full wall off here, and looks like he's been noticed. Could be in trouble, honestly. Villager could get killed off, potentially right here, and looks like it might. However, engaging in the battle down here, surprised that he hasn't retreated off, especially because they're all skirmishes. We see that he has decided to go the double archery range. Whether or not he goes the double archery range Smith is the question right now. Double arch, well, I should say double range Smith, that probably sounds a bit better. Go double range Smith into Castellate, or whether he decides to go up to triple range, or if he decides not to even throw the blacksmith on and go straight for cavalry, because you can see that his opponent is going for skirmishes. So I actually wouldn't be too, it'd probably be the right move to make, but he is mining a lot of stone right now. We've got to keep that in mind. So he's going to be able to put these towers up right now. But we can see that the wall off is pretty much completed over this archery range. So these skirmishes like this are just going to get picked off like this. Until he can do anything about it, it's going to actually be quite painful. But MeNoEnglish is actually taking quite a good lead here. He's forced his opponents pretty much off all these things. And there we go, the tower up over here has forced him off this lumber camp here. He's been cooped into this area, can't get any gold. Nearly out of berry bushes by the looks of it. And he can hardly get any wood, because the next tower is going to be coming up here. So we see Bruno resigning there. Good play by both players. However, Bruno, you just could not hold out against these towers. That was game 1, guys. I will catch you in the next game for an Aztec War.